She witnessed a response they made on Sunday morning to the Speedway on Westnedge, a medical emergency that someone was having, and just was impressed with the timeliness of the response and them being able to handle the event. So just wanted to give that shout out on behalf of Commissioner Decker.
Thank you, Manager Risma. Along the same lines, I want to provide some recognition this evening also for people on our public safety team. And I'm sure all of us are aware of a horrible event that happened during the day. I think it was on Friday, March 28th, right over at our administration building for Kalamazoo Public Schools, right there, in the middle of town. And my offices are just, in essence, at the side of the gully from where that event occurred, and some of my team were there. I was also, we heard the gunshots. And very, very unfortunately, there was a officer-involved shooting. It didn't happen to be a Kalamazoo Department of Public Safety officer. It was a township officer. The officer was shot. The suspect was shot and hit with return fire. But I really want to recognize the other part of the job that our public safety department does. Not only, attempting to provide some structure and enforcement, but also as first responders. So even though I believe the people at that moment who were most involved in that event were Township Police Department and Western Michigan University Police Department, our KDPS team was there very quickly. And I want to recognize for the PSOs who immediately began to help the officer who had been shot and was injured, was bleeding very severely, and I'm hoping I say these names correctly, but it was PSO Van Tyne, PSO Gilliand, PSO Stratka, PSO Roddy, and Sergeant Hudson. Provided immediate medical care to the officer that had been shot, and very quickly didn't wait for an ambulance, loaded him in the car, and got him to Bronson as quickly as they could. And Sergeant Hudson and PSO Roddy rode in the car providing medical support to the injured officer all the way there to Bronson. Injured officer did survive and is doing well and recovering at home. But I want to talk about something that I think is more profound in a certain way. And that is this, is that officers also responded to the suspect, to the individual who had shot that officer. And you can imagine there could be some human emotions at the time that would maybe make you feel reluctant about doing that. Not that you'd want to feel that way, but you just witnessed an event where someone had been shot, but that didn't slow people down. So I want to recognize that PSO Ybarra and Karvik responded to that individual and began providing immediate medical attention, helped until the rescue personnel showed up. Other officers were involved, and at the end of the day, even though there were some rather severe injuries, the life of that gentleman was saved as well. So I just want to recognize that. That's very important work in really a life and what could easily have been a life and death situation. And as a result of the officer's quick action, being trained, that did not occur. So thank you from me, from this commission, to the team that does that work every day. And while we were getting away from our windows when we heard gunshots up there on Oakland Drive, there were some people who were running toward that. And I appreciate that willingness to do that every single day. Also, I do appreciate all the interest in this particular issue related to the Civil Rights Board. Take that under advisement. I appreciate your thinking on it, Commissioner Hoffman, as well. And I'm more than happy to have more, discussions about that issue. I love you, Kalamazoo. We are adjourned.